Howdy y'all, my name is ChucklesTC and welcome to my ARCA Chili's Field of Dente 200, I believe was the race name. I don't have any computer up or anything, obviously, as I'm in my car. Decided to go help someone, but and I needed to get this post race out before Xfinity started. But yeah, so my thoughts on the race. The ARCA Menard Series race. I know it's 200s. I know it's something Chili's Dente something. And sorry if you can't hear my voice that well over the car. But it was a very entertaining race when racing was happening, in my opinion. I loved Elio racing up front. But my issue with the race was poor management by, I don't know. It's just by the drivers. You don't have to wreck in every single turn. You don't have to drive like crap the whole time. I understand these are young guys. These are people learning the cars. A couple rookies in the field. A couple new people to the cars. But it's still no excuse for the amount of wrecks that we had and the amount of time that race took. And yes, I understand the cars are slower than all the other cars. And we're lucky we didn't see a car flip over. We're lucky there were a lot of heavy impacts, but no one got seriously injured to my knowledge. But, on the final lap, you see Elio Castroneves take a huge hit. And, that was uncalled for. He just got hooked. And, it's weird, man. I am sort of just rambling here, but I don't like it. I don't like that that's what the ARCA series has come to. And another thing I don't like is NASCAR going to commercial in the final 10 laps of the race. And luckily there was no caution or anything, but also we missed like 3 or 4 laps of green flag racing. I wasn't on the American stream. Yes, I'm American. I was on the call with my buddy watching the Canadian stream. And you know what? They were full screen commercial, not side by side like the American stream was. Now, the bright side of this race. First, Castroneves gets the top 5, proving that, hey, yeah, he has longevity. I think Castroneves, if he doesn't get involved in that first caution, he wins this race today. And that is because the speed that he has shown was incredible. The management in this drafting situation that he hasn't been in, the last really drafting situation that I can remember that was that big or anywhere comparable to Daytona was Fontana 2015. And I can't remember how he did in that race. I think he might have wrecked out. But yeah, it's a shame that he couldn't win, and it's also a shame that he got hooked after the checkered flag. That's not a caution. That wreck was pointless. You shouldn't be trying to get up next to anyone after the checkered flag unless the leader is slowing down. The leader usually does slow down. Yeah, you might want to pull around him. Wait till after the corner to pull around somebody. There's no reason to be racing like that. Risking injury. People are all chilled out. They're not as locked in now. You're past the checkered flag. It's just sad, man. But big props to the ARCA drivers going so long from that final caution to the checkered flag. I think the second half of that race was a lot cleaner. There were still a couple of dumb mistakes, and there were stuff that wasn't addressed by Fox. And we didn't get to replay that final lap crash. I had to find someone. I found someone who I think was at the track who had recorded it or something. And you'll be able to see what clip I have of that in my race reactions once I get that up. But once again, duels and trucks are going to be released before ARCA. And then we'll see how the Xfinity one turns out. Like I said, I'm going to be busy probably most of that race. So we'll see if how the recording turns out. But it's a lot. I understand that that's a big track for these drivers. It's going to be a struggle. It's not going to be a walk in the park. But I'm not sure if there's something wrong with their brakes or something. I know ARCA brakes is a big joke, but it seems to be getting worse. I mean, they're sliding for 300 yards and not slowing down what seems like a lick and then smacking the inside wall. And they're turning around, they're spinning, and they're not slowing down at all. And yeah, ARCA has one thing going for them. They haven't had a car flip since 2017. It's a better half of a decade. But then you look at it, how many cars also wreck just because they cannot stop for crud? They're just going to keep on sliding for half a mile, quarter mile. I'm not saying I want the cars to stop like that, but I don't want the cars to hit the wall every single time they spin. It's not only stupid that the cars should do that, but it's a risk to the drivers, it's a risk to anyone there, and it doesn't make it look professional. And speaking of looking professional, there's one last thing I want to address, one last big thing at least. I'm sure I'll come up with something else before the end of this. But I wanted to talk about Denny Hamlin's tweet during the race where he said, I hope all the casuals who just turned on Fox aren't thinking that this is NASCAR. Or it was all the casuals that just turned on Fox are probably thinking that this is NASCAR. And that's a big concern. I'm not sure why ARCA not only gets to go on Saturday with Xfinity, making it seem above trucks. They should both be on. You should both be on Friday, or Xfinity, like me and my buddy were saying, should be midweek. Not Xfinity. ARCA should be midweek, or something like that. You separate it. Yes, you want these guys to be on the big stage. You want to start making names in the lower series. And ARCA does a great job of that. NASCAR does one of the best jobs out of any motorsport out there. Maybe the best job of making names in the lower ranks. Not counting endurance championships, because that's different. Because the lower ranks are all competing together, you know. But they do one of the best jobs of it. Except, you don't need to put ARCA on Big Fox. Having ARCA on FS1 is good. Trucks is the bigger series in all reality. And in, like, it is. No matter what way you look at it. Trucks is a faster series. Trucks has the meaner car. Trucks has the bigger fan base. Trucks has the diehard fans that are starting to think it's better than Cup and Xfinity. And Trucks shouldn't be demoted to FS1 unless you have a good reason for what was on Fox Sports. I don't know what was on Fox Sports or on Big Fox. But I know for a fact that there could have been something else on Big Fox better than ARCA, and I'm not complaining that NASCAR is on Big Fox Network. I'm complaining about their selection of what goes on Big Fox. We have less races than ever on Big Fox for NASCAR, and now we're having even less just available on Fox with Xfinity and Trucks and ARCA. I mean, they're just, I guess only Xfinity lost races to my knowledge, but still, it's just kind of ridiculous. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. And let me know your predictions for what people will do in the NASCAR Xfinity Series race today. I believe it starts at 5 p.m. and I'll try and get this out before then, but who knows. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Peace, y'all.